o'clock. And we have half an hour for this meeting, so we need to actually move forward as quickly as possible. I'm Benedicta van Minnen. I'm a member of this committee. I'm the chair of this committee, and I just want to welcome everybody here. The Premier, who I know has sent apologies, then the head of department and officials, and the members of the public, if there are any here. As we commence this meeting, which is to a certain extent a rinse and repeat, I'm just going to, for the record, please ask everyone to introduce themselves for the record. As I said, I'm Benedicta van Minnen, the chair. I'm going to first please ask the members to introduce themselves.
I'm Thomas Walters.
Then I will hand over, just hang on, Thomas, not quite so keen. Then I'll hand over to the officials. So I think let's start with Member Walters.
I'm Thomas Walters, a member of the committee.
Good morning, Chair. I'm Leon van Wyk, a member of this committee.
Morning, Chairperson. I'm Khalid Sayed, member of the committee.
Morning, Chairperson. I'm good. Donita Stevens, and I'm a member of this committee.
Good morning, Chairperson. I'm Pat Lecker. I'm an alternate to the committee.
Good morning, Chairperson. I'm Wendy Kaiser-Philander, member of the committee.
Great. That's all the members. Welcome. And then if I could hand over to Dr. Malila, and can he and his department please introduce themselves?
Chair, good morning, and also good morning to all the members. Thank you very much for this opportunity. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to introduce the entire team. I think it's going to be easier. So we've got Ehsan Samai. He's the acting head for CI Program 4. Then I've got Henry Head Robson. Henry Head is the head of corporate assurance in our department. Then I've got Johan Nel. Johan works in Program 2, or Program 3. Johan is responsible for culture in the department. Then I've got Louise Estreizer. Louise is the head for people management in the province, heading up Program 3. Then I've got Lucas Buter. Lucas is the head of legal services in the department. And then I've got Nico Boshoff, who's the chief director, legal services. Nozipo is from my office. And then I've got Pumzile Mope, Dr. Pumzile Mope. She's the head of our training institute out in Stellenbosch. And let me just see who else is in this meeting. And then I've got Mr. Driekus Basson, who's actually with me in the office today. And then I've got Robert from my office. Ruthven van Rensburg is the head of our forensic unit. He is here. And then Zinat Ismail, Dr. Ismail, she is the head of Program 2, responsible for data management and strategic management information stuff. So that's our team, Chair. And as I said, myself and the CFO is in the meeting. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. I just want to ask Member Heron to introduce himself.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I connected late. Brett Heron.
Thank you very much. And then if I can ask the procedural officer, do we at this point have any members of the public?
Morning, Chair. No, nothing now.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, everyone. I think we all know how this goes. Please, remain muted. Don't run your video unless you're speaking, and switch off your mics once you've finished talking. So due to the retabling of the national budget, the provinces obviously also needed to adjust their budgets, which is what happened yesterday in the chamber. And that means we are now all essentially having to run through this process. So like I said, it is a bit of a repetition. But if I could please hand over to the DG, I don't know if you have any introductory remarks, but please go ahead and take us through the documentation. Thank you.
Chair, thank you very much. I mean, as you've just said now, we're doing this because obviously of what happened with the national budget and the withdrawal of the national legislation, as highlighted yesterday by Minister Bartman. For the Department of the Premier, the main budget remains at just over 2 billion, 2.012 billion. Nothing has changed in this department since we appeared before this committee in March. We've also retabled our APP, obviously, with the necessary amendments. We have an amendment anything inside the document. You will see, Chair, that we've amended only the forward by myself and the Premier, just highlighting basically why we need to retable the document. Other than that, all the documents remain the same. Everything that we've done before remain the same, and we're going through obviously this process to highlight that our services and stuff that we've presented to you already, all of that remain the same. So, Chair, that's it from our side. And as I've indicated, we're ready to take any questions, but we've already been through this process. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we're not going to then redo the presentation. We're just going to allow for questions. Am I right?
Yeah, Chair, there's no need to make a presentation. As I said, we've even done it during the first round, unless you want any specific information in terms of our various programs. Our total budget, I'm not going to talk, our total budget is 2.013 billion. That's broken up into our different programs. Our information is set out in the blue book, the thick blue book, from pages 1 to page number 53. You are aware, Chair, of all our different programs in our own department. Program 1 deals with executive governance. That budget is an amount of about 141 million. Program 2, strategic management, 165 million. People management, 232 million. Center for e-governance, that's our biggest one. That's obviously also where we deal with broadband, etc. 1.3 billion. Corporate assurance is 81 million, and then legal services is an amount of 65 million. So that's it, Chair, from our side. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Right, I'm opening up for questions. I have Member Said.
Chair, thank you very much. And I know you've opened up for questions, but in the spirit of yesterday and also what we've raised in programming about the fact that this is a compliance matter, I don't have any questions. And I wanted to suggest that if other members feel the same way, we just go to the resolutions, just for the sake of, again, to ensure that we comply. This doesn't even need to be a half an hour meeting. I think it can even be a 5 or 10-minute meeting. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. Okay, has anybody else got any comment or questions? Now is your big moment. Okay, right. I think we can. Oh, wait, there we go. Member Van Wyk.
Yes, Chair, based on Honourable Member Sayed's comments, I would like to second his proposal.
Thank you very much. We will then move forward. Let's just quickly ask. I know there weren't any members of the public here 7 minutes ago, but I just want to find out if there are any questions from possible members of the public. If anybody wants to make a submission? Okay, right. I'm going to take it then that they aren't. So what I'm going to do now is thank the department, thank the head of department and all the officials very much for their extensive submissions. And we really do appreciate it. And we will then excuse you and we will then deliberate further as a committee. Thank you very much.
Chair, thank you very much, and also to your committee and also to the department. Have a nice day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Gigi. Thank you.
Bye.
Let's just give everyone a couple of minutes. Okay, there we are. Right, everyone, that was a nice, quick, brief meeting. Right, we need to consider and adopt of the draft committee report on vote 1, Premier, in the schedule to the Western Cape Appropriations Bill. Does anybody have anything they would like to say? Okay, Member Sayed.
Chair, no, thank you very much. From my side, it's just to repeat what we said when we last had this particular meeting around the budget, that the ANC does not support the budget of the department on the Premier. Thank you. We express our minority view. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Member Van Wyk.
Chair, I think on behalf of the DA, we will support the budget of the Office of the Premier.
Thank you very much. Member Philander.
Good morning, Chair. Again, I concur and wish to support the sentiment raised by Member Van Wyk that we support the vote. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Member Walters.
I want to second the support for the vote, Chair.
Thank you very much. Member Heron.
Thanks, Chair. We will record our that we won't support it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Member Stevens, I know you don't have your hand up, but do you want to express a view?
Yes, Chair, we support the budget, Chair.
Okay, thank you very much. Procedural Officer, do we have a draft report that reflects the views of the various parties on this?
Chair, I'll like it now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Procedural and Standing Committee. Okay, does that reflect everybody's views? Or should I phrase it slightly differently? Are there any objections to this report? So can we then consider that we will then adopt this report? If we could please have
Chairperson, I move that we adopt.
Thank you very much. Do we have a seconder? Member Syed?
I second, Chairperson. I second the adoption of the report. Thank you.
Okay, great. At least then I know it reflects everybody's views. Thank you very much. Okay, that's that. I am now going to please ask that we go into a closed session so that we can just deal with the vetting that has come back on the issue of the Commissioner for Children, and then we can finalize that report as well. So, Ms. Kamish Ahmed, can we please go into a closed session just so that we can deal with this?
Okay, we're just giving Siraj about 2 seconds just to sort out, and then he will confirm. Chair, I was just informed now that, okay, I got the report. I can send it to the members.
Okay.
The manager is actually in a meeting right now, and he's actually chairing that meeting. So I'm just asking him when will he be available, if any time before 9:30. But I'll forward we can give the members a few minutes if it's not a lengthy report, and then the members can decide whether they want to. Yeah, I think it's a one-pager. It's a two-pager,
one-pager.
Chairperson.
Yeah. We can then decide if he is available. Well, we don't really have the time to do it now, but I mean, we can always just adjourn it to have a session later, if that's acceptable to the members.
Chair, I've emailed the document to all the members. They want to have turn to read it. Apologies, I just missed Miss Philander's name. Members can decide from here on.
I think we're getting a bit rushed now, to be honest, because we're trying to finish in the next 8 minutes. I don't really want to rush that.
Chair, with your guidance, what does the committee want to do now?
And there is the report for everyone. Has everyone received it? And Malacca?
Thank you, Chair. Good morning once again. I'm not sure, Chair, because I'm just worried. We are receiving the report now, and yet we must make a decision. I think maybe we can round robin once we read the report, and we can round robin on the decision that is to be made. That's my suggestion. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Member Sai.
Chair, just a quick one. I've read it now. I don't see Mr. Smith on there. Wasn't he also shortlisted? I just wanted to get a sense of that more, or did we submit his name for vetting? Even though I remember, I think he was put at number 2 or number 3 or something. Then number 2, I want to agree with Member Lecker on the round robin approach. We may not even need to actually to actually convene a meeting. Let's just have a round robin on the matter. Thank you.
Member Walters?
The Chair, I'm a little bit concerned that it's purely due to the time constraints we have that we are not properly interrogating it. I have no difficulty with the round robin approach, but I think we should leave for you as Chair the option to just call a quick meeting to finalize it. I think we've done very well in terms of the process up until now. So I think anything rushed, I'm just worried that we are not drawing the line under this process properly within the time constraint. So perhaps another meeting is appropriate.
Yeah, and actually, Member Syed raised the point. We did send Mr. Smith's name through as number 2. Member Van Wyk?
Yes, Chair, I think as suggested earlier, I think, let's just reconvene at another appropriate time for the committee then to deal with it, because, it's, I think all of us had consensus on that a little bit earlier, or I thought we had consensus on that. Thanks.
Thank you. Let me just see where we are now. Member Philander.
Chair, thank you. I can only agree with members. I don't think we have to rush through this at the time, and I'll be most happy to oblige at a convenient time. Since members will be mostly online, it should be easy to reconvene. Thank you, Chair.
I think that's a very good point. Procedure Officer?
Chairperson, I suggest that the committee reconvenes later. I will get that date. I just got approval from the Chief Whip. We said that he'll give us a slot for later today. We can move on to the next item on the agenda. We've got 4 minutes and then we can reconvene. I see that Mr. Smith is not on the list, and I'll also make an inquiry about that matter. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah, because as far as I remember, we sent the top 3 through for vetting. They're vetted extras, but I'm not seeing Mr. Smith's name, so we need to get that corrected. So maybe see where the manager is. Okay, let us then open the meeting and then just proceed with the rest of the budget vote there.
I think the next item on the agenda will be the minutes and the quarterly reports.
Okay, right. So you can just confirm that we are open again. Okay, yes, then I have got the consideration and adoption of the committee meeting minutes of the 23rd of April on my agenda. Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't suggest that they adopt those minutes, because those minutes has the information of the last deliberations that still should be.
Okay, no problem. Let's move on to the consideration and adoption of a draft committee meeting minutes of the 9th of May. You can just screen that. Are we all in agreement with these minutes? Just check that you were present or that you submitted an apology. Member Lecker? I think that might be a legacy hand. Okay, have we got a proposer on this? Member Van Wyk.
I will propose, Chair, that we adopt those minutes.
Fantastic. And then Member Walters?
I second.
Thank you. Let's move on to the consideration and adoption of the draft committee annual activities report. We got that report.
Music, Chair. I'm got a lot of tabs open. Chair, can you see it?
Yes, we can. Anybody want to raise anything? If not, can we please have a proposer and a seconder? I have Member Stevens.
I will second, Chair.
Okay, Member Stevens, I just want to check, are you proposing?
Yes, Chair.
Okay, all right. Let's then accept that with Member Van Wyk to second. Then consideration and adoption of draft Q3 and Q4 committee reports. Did I see a message this morning, Seema, that they've had to, because of the process, be resubmitted?
Okay.
Or not? Was that something different?
No.
Okay, all right. So have we got Q3 and Q4? I think we have sort of 32 seconds left. Can we have a seconder and a proposer? I have got Member Walters.
I propose.
Thank you. Seconder?
I'll second, Chair.
Thank you very much. Okay, resolutions and actions. Anything anybody wants to raise? Okay, I'm going to take it that they are not, so that everything is in order, and we will then reconvene. The Chief Whip has agreed later today to then deal with the other issues. Anything else anybody wants to raise?
Yes, Chair. Just the quarter four.
Oh, sorry, quarter
And
four is
screening.
here. Have we got a proposer?
I propose, Chair.
Thank you, Member Kaiser Philander, and the seconder, Member Stevens. Okay, right. Thank you very much. Then we will converse later. The Chief Whip has confirmed we'll get a slot later on today, and the procedural officer will just follow up with those issues that we raised. Thank you very much. Good luck with the rest of your meetings today.
Thank you, Chair. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.